Good morning, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome to my class on boards and stream. So, I believe your preparation for different competitive exams is going very well. And in this session, I'm going to talk about a topic called boards and stream, which is very important for competitive exam point of view. Uh, I believe you have seen my video on time, speed, and distance. I made one set of videos on time, speed, and distance where I discuss basically the application of this formula called distance is equal to speed into time. I basically in that class, that is the introductory class on time, speed, and distance, where I talked about this formula called distance is equal to speed into time and the different application of this formula where I along with discussion on this formula I talked about the concept of average speed. I talked about the concept of average speed, then relative speed. So all these discussions were done in that class. Before watching this video, it would be my sincere suggestion for you that make sure that you watch that video and then you can come for this class. So basically, when we talk about boards and stream, it is an application of relative speed. And when we talk about relative speed as a concept we use whenever we talk about the frame of reference in which the two objects are moving. So whenever the two objects are moving, so what is the relative speed of the cumulative value of the speed of the two objects? That is what we work on. So when we talk about boards and stream in the chapter called boards and stream, like I assume there's a water, and on the water, on the top of the water, there's a boat which is moving. So here, because the boat is moving over the water, and water is also moving, so we need to consider both the speed of boat, and we need to consider the speed of water also. And whenever the boats is moving over the water, so we talked about the discussion in under two heading. So we'll talk about the discussion either under downstream. So we'll talk about either downstream, or we'll talk about our discussion either on upstream. So what is basically downstream? Downstream basically means when the boat and water both moving in same direction. That is called downstream. So when we talk about downstream, downstream basically means that when the boat and the water, when we talk about downstream basically means when the boat and water they moves in the same direction. So this is called as downstream. So downstream is basically when the boat and water they moves in the same direction. While what is upstream? Upstream basically means when the boat and water. Upstream basically means when the boat and water they moves in opposite direction. So this is called upstream. Upstream basically means when you are moving against the water. That is called upstream. Downstream basically means when you are moving with water. That is called downstream. So I believe you have understood these two terms. One is called downstream and another one is called upstream. Now, going further, let's discuss the concept of boat and stream, where I'll talk in the term of two objects. One is boat, another one is water. So here I'll consider the speed. So let the speed of boat in still water means when the water is not moving, only the boat is moving. Suppose that is x kilometer per hour, and the speed of water so the speed of water is y kilometer per hour. So when the water is not moving, only the boat is moving, then let the speed of boat is x kilometer per hour and the speed of water is y kilometer per hour. So now, in the case of downstream, so the speed in downstream is basically x plus y kilometer per hour. When I talk about downstream, in downstream, the speed would be x plus y kilometer per hour. Downstream basically means when the boat and water both are moving in the same direction. So if boat and water, if both are moving in the same direction. Suppose this is boat and this is water. So if water and both are moving in same direction, automatically the water will accelerate the speed of boat. So then this is called downstream, and the speed in downstream is x plus y kilometer per hour. While when we talk about upstream, upstream basically means when the boat and water, they're moving in opposite direction. It means the water will not allow the boat to move. So if the boat want to move against the water, then the speed of water should be less than the speed of boat. So when we talk about upstream, so basically in upstream, the speed in upstream is x minus y kilometer per hour. So when I talk about upstream, the speed in upstream is x minus y kilometer per hour. Whenever I talk about downstream, in downstream, the speed is x plus y kilometer per hour. So you need to consider these two cases. One is upstream, one is downstream. Based on that, we'll solve numerical. Like you can see this question number one. You can see this question number one. So like suppose a boat can row upstream at 10 kilometer per hour, means x minus y is 10 kilometer per hour, and downstream at 16 kilometer per hour, and x plus y is equal to 16 kilometer per hour. So they're asking you find the speed of men in still water. Means what they're asking you? They're asking you x. If you remember what is x, what is y, I told you x is the speed of boat in still water and y is the speed of water. So based on that understanding, that, what I can say, so I just need to solve it, a linear equation. So if I solve this, I'll get the value of x is 13 and the value of y is 3. So this is the one way of solving. The other way of solving, you can remember this formula. If you want, you can remember this formula. So if the speed in upstream is u and the speed in downstream is v, then the speed of both in still water is u plus v by 2. Means this is just without solving the linear equation, you can do the same thing. The speed of boat in still water, if you want the speed of boat in still water, that is nothing but 16 plus 10 divided by 2. You will get 13 only. Fine. So it means the same thing only, nothing different here. So not at all anything different here. So you can do the same thing by considering the same reference. So you can do the same thing by considering the same reference. So the reference here would be the reference here is the speed of boat in still water, and that would be 13 kilometer per hour. If they ask you speed of water, this would be u minus v by 2. So u minus v by 2 means what? That 16 minus 10 divided by 2. So you will get the answer called 3 kilometer per hour. So you can either solve it by using linear equation, or you can solve it by just remembering the formula. So if I give you upstream speed and downstream speed, if I'm giving you upstream speed as u and downstream speed as v, if I'm telling you the upstream speed as u and downstream speed as v, so this shortcut formula you can use. So suppose the downstream speed is v and upstream speed is u. So this is the shortcut formula speed of boat in still water, that is u plus v by 2, and this is the shortcut formula for speed of water, that is u minus v by 2. Both mean same thing. Now you can see this question number 2. So question number 2 is a stream is running at 2 kilometer per hour, means y is given to you 2 kilometer per hour. Okay, and the motor boat goes 10 kilometer upstream. The motor boat goes 10 kilometer upstream. So it goes 10 kilometer upstream. So then the time it will take to go is 10 by x minus y, but y is given to you as 2 kilometer per hour, that water speed, and come back. So when he's coming back, so definitely it will come back in downstream. It went in upstream. When he's coming back, it will come in downstream, and the time it will take is 55 minutes. 55 minutes if I convert into hour, so that would be 11 by 12. So I can take 10 common. So I left with 1 by x minus 2 plus 1 by x plus 2. This is nothing but 11 by 12. I just need to solve this equation. So if options are given, then I would have put it to get the answer. So this would be x square minus 4. This is x plus 2 plus x minus 2 is equal to 11 by 120. So x minus 2 into x plus 2 is nothing but x square minus 4. So here I can cancel 2 and 2. Here I can cancel 2 and 2 I can cancel. So I left with 2x by x square minus 4 is equal to 11 by 120. So I can do cross multiplication. I'll get 11x square minus 44, 11x square minus 44, 11x square minus 44 equal to 240x. 240x, if I bring this side, anyway, leave it. Anyway, I have to write it again. So this equation 11x square minus 240x minus 44 equal to 0. So now I need to solve this quadratic equation. So 44 into 11 is 484. 44 into 11 is 484. So 484, I can do 484. How I can get 242, 242 and 2. So 242 and 2. So I'll get 484. So I can write this. This is 11x square, and then I can write this as minus 11x square minus 2x uh, plus 2x minus 242x minus 44 is equal to 0. So if you do this, so if you solve this, so you can, here you can take x common, so you'll get 11x plus 2 minus 44 common. So this would be 11x. So this would be common. So 22 would be then common here. So 22 would be 11x plus 2 equal to 0. So you get two equation. You will get two equation. You will get two equation here. So I can write this as x minus 22 into 11x plus 2 equal to 0. So x value I get is 22. So negative value anyway is not relevant for me. So the x value I'll get is 22. What they are asking me, so they're asking me the speed of boat in still water, that would be 22. So you just need to solve the quadratic equation. Once you solve the quadratic equation, you will get the answer very easily. It's not at all difficult thing to do. Fine. Fine. So I believe you have understood what all we did here till now. So going further, if I see this question number third, everyone please read the question. So any moment of time, if you want to pause the video, you can pause the video and see what all relevant for you. You can try solving this question from your end only. These are all not difficult questions. You can do these questions very easily. So now you can see the next question. Answer is also there. So if you get the answer, then no need to watch the video and all. You can try the next question. So time is very important. So is the speed of boat in still water is 11. So x is equal to 11, and the speed of stream is 3, and the speed of stream is 3. So y is 3. So the speed in downstream would be 14, and the speed in upstream would be 8. Okay, then the boat takes 11 hours to cover a certain distance up and down of the fixed distance. So the total time the boat is taking is 11 hours. So the time of downstream is d by 14. The time of upstream is d by 8. So the boat takes 11 hours to cover a certain distance up and down. So the total time the boat takes is 11 hours. So the boat takes total of 11 hours to find the fixed distance. You have to find the d. Solve the linear equation. So 14 and 8 LCM. So 14 and 8 LCM, if you do, you'll get 274. Then 756, you'll get the LCM as 56. 14 fours are 56. So 4D plus this is 8, 7. So 7D is equal to 11. So 11D is equal to 56 into 11. So D is equal to 56. Simple calculation. Now, the steamer takes 1 hour more to go 48 kilometer downstream than the time to go 60 kilometer downstream. So the steamer takes 1 hour more to go 40 kilometer upstream. So the time it is taking for 48 kilometer upstream is 1 hour more than the time it will take to go 60 kilometer downstream. So 60 kilometer downstream. So this is the time plus 1 is equal to 48 kilometer upstream. So 48 kilometer, whatever the time it is taking in 48 kilometer upstream is 1 hour more than the time it will take to go 60 kilometer downstream. So then it is given, then if the steamer takes equal time to cover 30 kilometer downstream, equal time to cover and 18 kilometer upstream, that this is given. So you have to find this x value. So you can solve this easily. So this is 5 this is 3 So this is 5x minus 5y is equal to 3x plus 3y. So you can write this as 2x is equal to 8y. So x is equal to 4y. So you can write x equal to 4y. So in place of x, I can write 4y. So 60 by 5y. So 60 by 5y plus 1 is equal to 48 by 3y. So 60 by 5y. So this will give you 12 by y plus 1 is equal to 16 by y. So, so I can write 4 by y equal to 1. So y equal to 4. And so 4 by y. So 4 by y equal to 1. So y equal to 4. So if y equal to 4, then x is equal to 16. That is the answer. Simple calculation. Then next question. Next question. A man can row in still water at 6 kilometers per hour to go a certain place and come back. Okay. A man can row in still water at 6 x is 6. So find the average speed of whole journey is reverse flowing at 3 kilometers per hour. So if you're going and coming back, so definitely you are covering the distance both in downstream and upstream. So the speed in downstream is 9 kilometers per hour, and the speed in upstream is basically 3 kilometers per hour. Okay, so what this is asking for, they're asking you the average speed. So if I'm giving you two speed 3 and 9, if I ask you what is the average speed, so the formula of average speed already I discussed in previous class, that if two speeds are given, that is 2ab by a plus b. So 2 into 9 into 3 divide by 9 plus 3. This is 6. This is 2. 4.5 kilometer per hour. So you can do it very easily, or this is the shortcut formula for that. So you can apply the shortcut formula. So 6 plus 3 into 6 minus 3, then divide by 6. This is 9 into 3 by 6. So you'll get the same answer. So this is the shortcut formula. If you want, you can use the shortcut formula. Like already I told you the shortcut formula previously also. So if you want, you can use the shortcut formula and you can get the answer much more faster. Fine. Now this is one of the very you can say the kind of question which comes in many competitive exams. So that's why I thought it better if I talk in the term of shortcut formula. So you can do it manually or you can use shortcut formula. So like this, a man can row 30 km upstream. So suppose this is 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hour. This is 10 hour. So also he can row 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream in 13 hour. Okay, find the speed of boat in still water. So this is the shortcut formula. So the upstream speed is D1 E2. D1 E2 means 55 into 30 means 1650 minus D1 E2 minus D2 E1 means 1760 means 44 into 40 divide by E2 T1 then E2 this is D1 E2 minus D2 E1 and then it is D1 denominator is E2 T1 means 550 E2 T1 minus E1 T2 means 52 13 into 44 52 572. So this with this you'll get the upstream speed. So this is how much 110 and denominator is how much 22. So 110 22 is 110 22 5 is 110. Okay, so this upstream speed you got 5. So this is 110, correct, 110. Then a downstream speed. So downstream speed will remain the same. This would be minus 110 downstream. If you see numerator is same only. Numerator is same for both. Okay. So this is even. Numerator is same for both. Now denominator is D1 T2. D1 T2 means 13 into 30 means 390. This is 390 minus what is D2 T1? D2 T1 means 400. So means downstream speed is 11. So downstream speed is 11 and upstream speed is 6. So what is the speed of boat in still water? I told you the formula. So the speed of boat in still water, if downstream and upstream is given, so that is the formula U plus V by 2. So imagine U is the upstream speed and V is the downstream speed. This would be answer would be 11 plus 5 by 2 means 8 kilometer per hour. So this is very easy. If you don't do like this question like this, then it is very time consuming question. That's why it's not difficult, it's time consuming. That's why in competitive exam, they ask this question because they want you to waste your time. They want you to simply waste your time. That's why they ask this question. So you can see a man can row 30 kilometer upstream, so by x minus y plus 44 kilometer downstream in 10 hours. This is equation 1. And also he can row 40 kilometer upstream, and 55 kilometer downstream in 13 hours. This is equation 2. So find the speed of boat. So you have to solve these two equations. Okay, so then it become very cumbersome exercise. Although it look like a linear equation, then how will you solve this linear equation is a big pain. So I can assume let 1 by x minus y is equal to a and 1 by x plus y is equal to b. Okay, so I can write the same equation as 30a plus 44b is equal to 10. This is the first equation I can write. This is 40a plus 55b is equal to 13. This is the equation 2. So how to solve this equation? So multiply this with 4, multiply this with 3. So I'll get 120a plus 16, 17, 176b is equal to 40. Equation 1, this is 120a plus 165b is equal to 65. Equation 2. So I can say 13 3s are 39. Sorry, this is 39. So this is 11b equal to 1. So b equal to 1 by 11. Equal to 1 by 11. So similarly, what I can do, b is 1 by 11. So then I can put this value in any of the equation. So equation 1, 30a plus 44b is equal to 10. So 30a plus 44 by 1 by 11 is 4 equal to 10. So 30a equal to 6. So a equal to 1 by 5. So a is 1 by 5, b is 1 by 11. So a is 1 by 5, a is 1 by 5 and b is 1 by 11. So you can say x minus y is equal to 5 and x plus y is equal to 11. So you can say 2x is equal to 16 and x is equal to 8. So this all together, this become a lengthy process. So imagine if you use that shortcut formula, you can get the answer very fast. Now next question, a man can row 50 kilometer upstream. A man can row 50 kilometer upstream and 72 kilometer downstream in 9 hours. Sorry. So a man can row 50 kilometer upstream and 72 kilometer downstream in 9 hours, and he can row 70 kilometer upstream and 90 kilometer downstream in 12 hours. So find the speed of water. So here you have to ask why the speed of water. So again the same thing. So D1 E2. So this is 4500 minus D2 E1 minus D2 E1. 72 sevens are 14 5040 14 5040 5040 divide by E2 T1. E2 T1 means 810 minus E1 T2. So 12 into 72, 2484. So 864. So how much you will get this? This is 500, 540. 540, this is 540 divided by minus minus. Both you will get minus one, so I'm not writing it. So this is how much, this is how much. This is 54. So this upstream speed is 10. Okay. The numerator is same only. So numerator would be same only. So numerator speed would be same only. So here this would be 540 only, and denominator would be D1 T2. So D1 T2 means 600 minus minus D2 T1. 600 minus 630 means 30. So you will get 18. So again, so if upstream speed is X and downstream speed is Y, so what is the formula? So the formula would be 18 minus 10 divided by 2 means 9. 18 minus 10 means 8. 8 divided by 2 means 4. And downstream speed would be 14. So 18 plus 10 divided by 2. Okay. Now okay, now see the question number 8. Read the question, everyone. See the question number 8. On a river, B is between A and C. This is B is between A and C. B is between A and C. So this distance is A kilometer. This is A kilometer. Okay. If the boat can go from A to B and back in, if boat can go from A to B and back in 5 hours 15 minutes, and from A to C in 7 hours. So I hope you understand. A to C means that is a sum of A to B plus B to C, means A to C is 2A. You can understand. And so suppose the water is moving. Suppose the water is moving from A to C. Suppose water is moving from A to C. Suppose the water is moving from A to C. Suppose like A to C. Suppose the water is moving from A to C. So suppose water is moving from A to C. So you can understand. So the dub. So you can understand this, and the time it is taking from A to C 7 hours. So the time downstream speed A to C in 7 hours. So means A to B in downstream. A to B in downstream. How much time would have taken? That would have taken 3.5 hours. Can you understand this? So A to C, the total A to C is the sum of A to B plus B to C. So total, so double of the distance in downstream 7 hours. So that AB distance would have been 3.5 hours. Now you can understand the boat is going from A to B and back. So means the boat is going from A to B. So now the first when the boat is going A to B, then it would have been downstream, and then B to A, then this would be upstream. I hope you understand this. This is upstream, and the total time the boat is taking is 5 hour 15 minutes. 5 hour 15 minutes means 5 1 by 4 means 21 by 4 hours, and a 5 hour 15 minutes. So okay, it's 21 by 4. And you know that A to B downstream is 3.5 hour. 3.5 hour means 7 by 2. So you can find B to A upstream. So that is nothing but 21 by 4 minus 7 by 2. So or you can calculate 5 hour 15 minute minus 3.5 hour. So 3 hour 35 hour 15 minute minus 3 hour 30 minute, you can calculate it. So now you can find B to A upstream, that is nothing but 21 by 4 minus 7 by 2, that is 4. So 21 minus 2 14, that is 7 by 4. B to A, that is 7 by 4. 7 by 4 means 1 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 means 3 by 4 means what? Uh, 1 3 by 4, 1 hour 45 minute. You can understand that. So how long will it take from C to A? So C to A. So C to A what? So C to A. So C to A is upstream. I hope you understand. So C to A is nothing but that is sum of B to A plus C to B upstream both. That is two times of this. That is nothing but 3.5. So 1 hour 45 minutes for one time upstream journey. So two time upstream journey would be 3.5 hours, 3 hour 15 minutes. So so you can see next question. A boat travel from point A to B upstream and return from B to A downstream. The boat could travel from A to B upstream. So A to B upstream and return to point A downstream. If the round trip take 5 hours, okay, and the distance between them is 120 kilometers, and the distance between them is 120 kilometers. And the speed of stream y is 10. What? So how long the upstream journey takes? Okay, means they're asking you how long the upstream journey takes means they're asking you d by x minus y. They're asking you this. Okay, so the total is 120 and y is given. Y is given to you 10. So 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 d by x minus y. D is already given. So take 120 by x minus 10 plus 120 by x plus 10. And the round trip takes 5 hours. So 1 by so x square minus 100. That is x plus 10 plus x minus 10. So that is 1 by 24. So 2x. So 2x into 24 is equal to x square minus 100. So I'll get the equation called x square minus 48x minus 100 equal to 0. I need to solve this equation. So I need to solve this equation. So 100 means what? 50 minus 2. So x square minus 50x plus 2x minus 100 equal to 0. So x minus 50 plus 2 into x minus 50 equal to 0. So x value is 50 and minus 2. You got the x value as 50 and minus 2. So how long does the upstream journey takes? So upstream journey means what? So upstream journey, how long time it will take? So that is 120 divided by 50 minus whatever. What is the y? Y is 10. That is 3 hours. Simple question, simple calculation. Fine. So then the next question, the ratio of speed of motor boat to the speed of water stream is 36 is to 5. So downstream speed would be 41x, upstream speed would be 31x. The motorboat the motorboat goes along with the current in 5 hour 10 minutes. 5 hour 10 minutes means 5 1 by 6 means 31 by 6 hour. Okay, and find the time to come back of motorboat. So time to come back of the motorboat. So downstream speed is 41x. The upstream speed is 31x. So downstream speed would be 36 plus 5. Upstream speed would be 36 minus 5. So the motorboat goes along with the current. So along with the current. So d by 41x is equal to 31 by 6. So I can find the value of d. D is equal to 31 into 41x by 6. This is the d value. So the d value would be 31 into 41. This is 4. This is 12. 1271. 1271. So this value is 1271x by 6. This is the value of d. Okay. So 1271x by 6. Okay. So find the time to come back of motorboat. Time to come back. They're asking you the time to come back. So the time to come back would be d by 31x. So d is 1271x by 6, and this you're dividing by 31x. This is nothing but 1271 divided by 6 by 31. So check 31 4s are 124. This is 41. So that this is 41 by 6. So find the time to come back. 41 by 6 you can write as 6 5 by 6. 6 5 by 6 hours. 5 by 6 means 6 hour 50 minutes. Fine. So it's all easy calculation. So I believe you can understand this calculation very easily. Then see the next question. In the river, the ratio speed of water to the speed of boat is 2:5. So the ratio speed of water. So again here, so the downstream speed would be 7x and the upstream speed would be 3x. Okay, I hope you can easily understand this. Again, the ratio. I don't know, no, some wait a minute. So there's something else is given. So in a river, the ratio speed of water and the speed of boat in still water uh, is 5:2. So again, the ratio speed of stream again. Okay, there are two boats are given. Okay, so okay, fine. This is a question of ratio only, simple question. So I can, so there's a one motor boat, so you can ignore that 7x and all. So you can say that this motor boat one ratio with the water ratio is 5:2, you can say. Similarly, you can say the ratio stream is water with ratio with the other motor boat 2. Its ratio is given to you at 3:4. That is given to you 3:4. So now I can find the ratio of motor boat 1 with water with motor boat 2. So the ratio I can find that would be 15:6:8. This would be ratio. So they're asking you what is the ratio of one motor boat with other motor boat. So the ratio of one motor boat with the other motor boat is 15:8. Simple calculation. I hope you can understand this shortcut. So if you want this ratio, this into this and this and this, you can remember this. Otherwise, remember one thing. So if the ratio between m is to n is is a is to b and n is to q is c is to d. So the ratio between m is to n is to q is AC is to BC is to BD. So you can understand this. Now going further, now read question number 12, everyone. Try how will you do this question. So a man can row at the rate of 3.5 kilometers in still water. X is 3.5. If the time to row a certain distance in upstream is row a certain distance, time to row in certain distance upstream is 5/2. If the time to taken to row a certain distance in upstream is 5/2 times that the same distance in upstream. So the time what you take in upstream is 5/2 times of time what you take in downstream. Okay. So find the speed of what? You have to find the speed of y. So you know the time formula, that is distance by speed. The distance by speed that is 3.5 minus y. That is equal to 5/2 of d by 3.5 plus 1. To solve this linear equation, so cross multiply, dd anyway will get cancelled. So this, so 2 into 3.5 plus y is equal to 5 into 3.5 minus y. So 7 plus 2y is equal to 175. 17.5 minus 5y. So I can say 7y is equal to 10.5. So I can say y is equal to 1.5. Simple calculation. So you can see the next question. So PQR are the three town. PQR are the three town on the river which flow uniformly. Q is equidistant from P and R. So PQR. This is a kilometer. This is a kilometer. Uh, so Q is equidistant. I row from P to Q and back in 10 hours, means upstream plus downstream. Okay, A upstream plus A downstream 10 hours, and complete downstream means from P to R in 4 hours. So P to R in 4 hours. So P to R in 4 hours mean two types of downstream. So one time in downstream is 2 hours. So one time in downstream is 2 hours. So one time in upstream is 8 hours. So one time in upstream means 8 hours. So you can do, so one time in upstream. So the time is given to you. Okay. So compare the speed of boat in still water with the water. So you know that A by x plus y is equal to 4 hours. So I can write A equal to 4x plus 4y. Okay. Similarly, I can say A by x minus y that I got as 8 hours. Manually we did, no? So two time of downstream, a kilometer, two time is 4 hours. So one time of downstream is 2 hours, and the total upstream plus downstream of a kilometer is 10 hours. Upstream is, that is 8 hours. So I can write this a is equal to 8 into is equal to 8 into x minus y. So if I compare this, so 4 into x plus y is equal to 8 into x minus y. So I can say x plus y is equal to 2 times of x minus y. So x plus y is equal to 2x minus 2y. So I can say 3y equal to x. 3y equal to x. So x by y is equal to x by y is equal to 3 by y. So compare the speed of boat in still water with the river speed. That is 3:1. No, this was 2 hours. Sorry. There's a mistake, guys. There's a mistake happened. So this was 2 hours. This was 2 hours. So one time downstream was 2 hours. So A is equal to 2 into x plus y. And similarly, A is equal to 8 into x minus y. Yeah. So if I compare them, so I can say x plus y is equal to 4x minus 4y. So 5y is equal to 3x. So x by y is equal to 5y. Now read this question. Try everyone. Try from your end. How will you do this question? So you can see this question number 14. City A to city B is a downstream journey on a stream which flow at y 5 kilometer per hour. So city A to city B is a downstream journey on a stream which flow at 5 kilometer per hour. So y is 5 kilometer per hour. Okay. So city A to B is downstream journey. So A to B is a downstream journey. You can understand that the river is moving from A to B. River is moving from A to B. River is moving from A to B. Okay. Boat P and Q run a shuttle service between the two cities that are 300 kilometer apart. So there are two boats are there, P and Q. They run the shuttle service. Okay, and the distance between them is 300 kilometer. The boat P, which starts from A, has water still water speed of 25 kilometer per hour. Okay, so P, there's a boat P. When water is not moving, it is moving at 25 kilometer per hour. So you can, how will I represent that? So the boat P, the speed of boat P in still water is 25 kilometer per hour. So the speed of boat P, so the speed of boat P in still water is 25 kilometer per hour. So the P uh, X I am writing, that means downstream speed is 25 kilometer per hour. While the boat P will start from Q, so we'll still start from B. So here boat Q is moving, here the boat P is moving. So has a still water speed, has a still water speed, the Q still water speed is 15 kilometer per hour. So with this, you can understand the boat P is moving in downstream and the boat Q is moving in upstream. I hope you can understand because water is moving from A to B. So the speed of boat P would be, and y is given. No? Y is 5. Y is given. Speed of water 5. So that would be 30 kilometer per hour, and the speed of boat Q would be 10 kilometer per hour because boat Q is moving against the water. Uh, so when the two boat move in, when the two boat meet for the first time, so they are moving in opposite direction. So the relative speed, between them would be 40 kilometer per hour, and the distance is 300 kilometer per hour. So when they'll meet, that would be 300 by 40. 300 by 40 means 15 by 2. After 7.5 hours, they will meet. So after 7.5 hours, they will meet. I hope you can easily understand this. So after 7.5 hours, they'll meet. So after 7.5 hours, what would the distance the boat P would have covered? So the distance what the boat P would have covered in 7.5 hours, its speed is 30. So it's covered how much? It covered how much? It covered 225 kilometers. So boat P would have, when they met, so here was boat P. It covered 225 kilometers and boat Q would have covered 75 kilometers. And you can understand this. So when they met that time, boat P has covered 225 kilometers and boat Q would have covered 75 kilometers. So the distance covered by boat Q when they met is 75 kilometers. I hope you understood this. Uh, now, what to understand after this? Now, what to understand after this? Now, what to understand after this? Now, so here, this is the scenario. This is A, this is B, this is 300 kilometer. This is 300 kilometers. So here is your boat P, and it has covered 225. It has covered 225. It has covered 225. Boat P has covered 225, and boat Q has covered 75. Now here they met. Okay, here they met. Now here they met. Now what will happen when they will meet next time? They will meet next time when the boat P would be returning in upstream, and I don't know about boat Q that could have reached A or not. Yeah, I hope you understand. So what the boat P now has to do, boat P will cover this 75 and then it will start returning in upstream. So maybe somewhere they will meet here. They will meet depending upon the boat Q. So boat Q maybe by that time would have reached A and then it would have been returning in downstream or may not be. So that we need to figure out. So for that, first I need to find the remaining distance what the boat P has to cover, that is 75 kilometers. So how much time the boat P will take to cover 75 kilometers? Because boat P is going in downstream and its speed is 30 kilometers per hour. So the boat P will take another 2.5 hours to reach point B. So in 2.5 hour, what would be the distance the boat Q would have covered? So in 2.5 hour, the distance the boat Q would have covered, the distance covered by boat Q, distance covered by boat Q. So Q is going at what speed? Q is going at 10 kilometer per hour. So distance would have covered is 25 kilometer. So means it means situation. Now see the situation. Now your boat P standing here, okay, and your boat Q is here. Boat Q has covered another 25 kilometer. So another 25 kilometer. So means here now the distance between boat P and boat Q is 100 kilometer. Boat Q is going at 10 kilometer per hour in upstream, and the boat P, now boat P is returning. If the boat P will return, it will go in the upstream, not in downstream. So now its speed would become 30 minus 5. No, sorry, 25 minus 5. 30 was 25 plus 5. Now it becomes 25 minus 5. Now the boat P speed would become 20 kilometer per hour, and the distance between them is 100 kilometers. So now again, this become a question of relative speed and how much time spent till now. So the first to when they met after 7.5 hours, and then the boat P reached point B, and it took 2.5 hours. Means total 10 hours is done. The total time spent till now is 10 hours. The total time spent till now is 10 hours. And now if you see the situation, you have boat P and you have boat Q, and now both are moving in same direction, and both are moving in same direction. And now the relative speed between boat P and boat Q, now the relative speed between boat P and boat Q is 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, and the distance between them, between P and Q, is 100 kilometers. So how much time they will take to meet? Time it will take to meet for them, it will be 10 hours. So already 10 hour is done, and after 10 hour, and after this 10 hour, again it will take 10 hour for the boat P to meet boat Q. Okay, so in that the boat P would meet boat Q. So when it will meet, it will take 10 hour for them. So it is going at 10 kilometer per hour. So how much distance would have covered? The boat Q would have covered. The boat will cover in 10 hour another 100 kilometers. Yeah, this would be the point they will meet second time. So total is 300. This is total is 300. So this is 100, then 100. Still 100 would be pending. So at this point, both P and Q will meet, and they'll meet after second time. They meet after how many hours? They will meet after 20 hours. So they will meet after 20 hours. After 20 hours. 20 hour how? 7.5 hour. After 7.5 hour they met first time. Then it took boat P 2.5 hour to reach the point B, and from there to meet boat Q, it will take another 10 hours. So that they will meet second time after 20 hours. Fine. So now read the next question. Read this question number 15, everyone. Now we'll try the next question. So elite rowers can row upstream from Haridwar to Rishikesh. So two places are given, Haridwar to Rishikesh. Haridwar to Rishikesh, two places are given to you. So elite rover can row from Haridwar to Rishikesh in 5 hours upstream. So Haridwar to Rishikesh is upstream, means water is moving from Rishikesh to Haridwar, and the time in upstream is 5 hours. So the distance is given anyway. No, distance is not given. Suppose the distance is d kilometer. So d by and okay, no x. So d by x minus y is given to you 5 hours. You can know d equal to 5 into x minus y. So this is given to you. Okay. So elite rovers can row upstream from Haridwar to Rishikesh in 5 hours. The amount of time they take to row in still water. So the amount of time they take to row in still water. So the amount of time. So the amount of time they take to row in still water. The amount of time they take to row in still water. So the time, so the distance is d, and still water is d by x. So the amount of time it will take to row in still water for the same distance is 50 minutes more than the time they would take to distance upstream. So uh, so in when it's moving without water, uh, when it's moving without water help, then the time what is taking is 50 minutes more than the distance if you move in upstream. If it move in downstream, 50 minutes more. This is 5 by 6, 50 minutes I convert into hour. So I can take d common. I can take here d common. Okay, so I can take here d common. So if I take d common, so this is 1 by x minus 1 by x plus y is equal to 5 by 6. In place of d, I can write 5 into x minus y. 5 into x minus y is equal to x by x plus y. That is x plus y minus x is equal to 5 by 6. Equal to 5 by 6. So x cancel. So 5y into x minus y. 5y into x minus y divided by x into x plus y is equal to 5 by 6. So 5 get cancelled. So I can write 6y into x minus y is equal to x into x plus y. I can write 6xy minus 6y square is equal to x square plus xy. Okay, so I can say x square minus 5xy plus 6y square is equal to 0. So now I got this equation, x square minus 5xy plus 6y square is equal to 0. X square minus 6xy plus xy plus 6y square is equal to 0. I can write x minus 6y plus y into x. No, no, no. So this would be minus 2xy minus 3xy plus 6y square is equal to 0. So x minus 2y minus 3y x minus 2y equal to 0. So x minus 3y into x minus 2y equal to 0. So x equal to 3y or x equal to 2y. So you got the relation between x and y, x equal to 3y, x equal to 2y. So you got this relation, x equal to 3y or x equal to 2y. Now I don't know which relation will work. Which relation will work? Okay. So now, so I know the distance is equal to 5 into distance equal to 5 into x minus y. So distance equal to 5 into x minus y. So what I can do, so your distance can be equal to x is 3y, so 3y minus y, 2y. 2y into 5, 10y. Distance is either 10y or your distance is 2y minus y, or your distance is 5y. So I don't know which one is correct. Your distance is either 10y or 5y. Okay. Now what they're asking you, they're asking what is the time taken to row from downstream from Rishikesh to Indore. They're asking you downstream speed, means they're asking you d by x plus y. So I don't know which one is correct. So d, so if I d by x plus y, so d if I take 10y, so they're asking me d by x plus y. So which scenario will work? We don't know. So they're asking you d by x plus y. So if I take d as 10y and then x is equal to 3y, 3y by y is 4y. This can be the answer. Or d is 5y and then x is 2y, no, 2y plus y. 2x is 2y, no, so 2y plus y is 3y. So your answer is either 2.5 hour or 1.67 hour. This is what they ask you. But in the question it is given, that it is this is greater than 2 hours. So your actual answer would be 2.5 hours. So that's why they have given that part. And now let's see this question. So now see this question. Everyone please see this question. So a group of people were rowing a boat upstream in the river. In the river. Uh, they spotted a dog rowing and flowing downstream with the river. Okay. To save the dog from drowning, they immediately start rowing at the full capacity. So where that is given 20 kilometer per hour in still water, means the speed is given to you. That is x is given to you 20 kilometer per hour. As soon as they reach the dog, they stopped rowing. It took them 18 seconds to pull the dog into the boat. So while both the dog and the boat were moving with the water current, as soon as they pulled the dog into the boat, they started rowing downstream and at their full capacity, and they reached the point where they first spotted the dog in 45 seconds. It is given that the water speed is 2 kilometer per hour. So what the distance in meter between the dog and the boat when they first spotted it? So x is given to you 20, x is given to you 20, and x is given to you 20, y is given to you 2. Okay, so this is meter per second. Sorry, mistake is there. 20 meter per second. So this is 20 meter per second. So all is in meter per second only. Okay, so you can understand the speed in downstream, the speed in downstream would be 22 meter per second. The speed in downstream would be 22 meter per second, and the speed in upstream would be 18 meter per second. Okay, you can understand this. Okay. The next thing what you need to understand, that suppose they were here, suppose these people were here and the dog was here. When they first spotted the dog, suppose the dog was at point B. When they first spotted the dog was point B and they were at point A. Okay, so then the dog is moving with water speed at 2 meter per second. Okay, and so like suppose the water is going in this direction and these people are moving against the water in upstream at 18 meter per second. Okay, so then the next thing is that suppose there's a point C when they met the dog. Suppose there's a point C when they met the dog. So you can understand, no, this dog is moving at 2 meter per second and they are moving at 18 meter per second. Okay. Let the distance between them is d meter. Okay, so after how much time they will meet? The time, what is the time they take to meet? That would be d by 22 meter. This would be, sorry, meter now. d by 22 seconds. 22, what I'm doing, sorry. D by 20, no. So the relative speed between them would be 20 meter per second. So they'll meet after the distance is d. So they'll meet after d by 20 second. Okay. So in that, what is the distance covered by these people? So what is the distance they would cover? So they cover the distance as 18 d by 20. So that is 9 d by 10. This is the distance they cover. So d by 10 is the distance what the dog has covered. This is d by 10. This is 9d by 10. So, this is given. So they spotted the dog. They spotted the dog. So they spotted the dog droning and flowing downstream with the river. To save the dog from the droning, they immediately start rowing at the full capacity. As soon as they realized the dog, they stopped rowing. So the moment they got this dog here, and then they stopped rowing. It took them 18 seconds to pull the dog into the boat. So it took them 18 seconds to pull the dog into the boat. So they were not moving, and it took them 18 seconds to pull the dog, and they definitely they're moving with water, because if they're not moving, so 18 seconds, and the speed of water is how much? 2 meter per second. So how much distance they would have moved? They would have moved 36 meter. They would have moved here 36 meter. Correct? They would have moved here 36 meter. Okay, fine. They would have moved here 36 meter. Okay, fine. Then as soon as they pull the dog, so now they reach, suppose the point D. Now suppose they reach the point D. They pull the dog. They started rowing downstream. Now once they pull the dog, now they started moving downstream. And if they move in downstream, then what would be the speed? Their speed would be 22 meter per second. And it took them downstream, and they took them 45 seconds to reach here. So from here to here, it took them 45 seconds. So 45 into 22 means 990 meters. So this is 990. This is 36. This is 990. Hmm. So what is the distance? They're asking you the distance. So 9d by 10. If 9d by 10, which I calculated before, is 990 plus 36. So this is I can write d by 10 is equal to 100 by 10 plus 4. 9 4s are 36. So d is equal to 1140. This is what they ask you to calculate. So 1140. So I hope you understood this. It's not at all difficult thing to be done. So these were the questions which I planned to discuss with you in this class. So I believe you understood this. So basically, when we talk about boats and stream, so boats and stream is the application of time, speed, and distance, where we are considering the case where the water is also moving and the boat is also moving, and we consider two scenario. One is called downstream, another one is called upstream. Downstream means when the boat and water both are moving in the same direction. Upstream means when the boat and water they move in opposite direction. So if you are trying to move against the water in upstream, then your speed should be more than the water speed. Okay. So normally for equation purpose, I assume x as the speed of boat in still water. I assume the speed of boat in still water, and I'll assume y as the speed of water, and I assume y as the speed of water. So your downstream speed would be x plus y, and upstream speed would be x minus y. And that is what I used for normal calculation purpose. And the usual formula what we are using in downstream and upstream is the distance is equal to speed into time. This is the usual formula what we are using for the calculation purpose. That your distance is equal to speed into time. So I hope you have understood what all the questions which I have gone through till now. And whenever you see the numerical, you can pause the video and you can start solving the question from yourself. In case of any doubt, you can see the video to understand where you went wrong. So that way of solving would be the ideal strategy what I can suggest. I hope you really like the session. With that intention, I want to say goodbye to all of you. So thank you everyone for your time and patience. God bless you. Bye.